Alright, welcome to your Algebra 1 exam review packet. We're going to go to page 4, multi-step equations. Alright, so these multi-step equations involve both some distributive property and combining like terms. So let's start out with our distributive property. To use the distributive property, we have to multiply the thing that's outside the parentheses by both things inside. Negative 4 times 8 is negative 32. Negative 4 times 2x is negative 8x equals negative 32 minus 8x. Now, let's see. Let's get we've got all the variables on the right side. I just picked that randomly, so we'll go plus 8x plus 8x. That's going to leave us with negative 32 equals negative 32. Notice all the variables are gone. All variables gone. True statement. Negative 32 really does equal negative 32, so the answer is all real numbers. Okay, that means that in the original equation, any number put in for x would have made it true. Okay. Next door here, do our distributive property. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2v is 8v equals 12 plus 8v. Let's get all of our variables on the right-hand side for no particular reason. So we'll take away 8v from both sides. That leaves us with 4 equals 12, and 8v minus 8v is 0. 8v minus 8v is 0. So again, all variables gone. Check. False statement, which means 4 really isn't equal to 12. Not true. So no solution. That means that in the original equation, no number would have made it true. Let's do a couple more examples. Let's see, here's our distributive property. Our negative 7 isn't affected by that. Negative 6 times 5k is negative 30k. Negative 6 times positive 6 is negative 36. And over here, there was no distributive property, so it all stays the same. Let's see. First of all, over here I have a negative 36 and a positive 7, and we could combine those, or I'm sorry, negative 7, we could combine those into negative 43. Okay. And over here, nothing changed. Now, let's just keep all the variables on the left-hand side for no particular reason. So we're going to get rid of the variable over here by adding 6k to both sides. Negative 30k plus 6k is negative 24k. Our negative 43 wasn't affected by that. And we have our 29 over here. Now we want to get the term that has the k by itself, so we're going to add 43 to both sides. That's going to leave us with negative 24k equals 29 plus 43. That's 60, 72. We're then going to divide on both sides by negative 24. That's in order to get rid of the negative 24 that's attached to the k. And we get up, or the coefficient, technically is the term for it. 72 divided by negative 24 is negative 3. So we've come across 3 different types of answers we can get. Either we have all the variables gone, we're left with a true statement. In that case, it's all real numbers. We've got all the variables gone, and we're left with a false statement. That means there's no solution. In the all real numbers case, that means that in the original equation, any number would have been true. Any number for x would have made the equation true. Here, no number substituted for v would have made the original equation true. Here we end up with a particular answer, and this means that only this number, negative 3, could be substituted for k to give us a true statement. Let's do one more example. Let's see. Start out with our distributive property. 7n isn't affected by that. 5 times negative 7 is negative 35. 5 times positive 5 is 25n. Don't forget the n there, sorry. And over here, no distributive property. Everything stays the same. Here we have a positive 25n and a 7n, so we can combine those into a total of 32n. Our negative 35 is still over here, and we still haven't done anything to the other side. I'm going to go ahead and collect all of our variables over here, which means I want to get rid of this negative 2n, so I'll have to add 2n to both sides. 32 plus 2 is 34n. We still have our negative 35 and our 33 over here. To get rid of this negative 35, we want to do that so that we can isolate the term that has the n. We're going to add 35 to both sides. So our 34n is still over here. 33 and 35 is 68. Now that we have the term with the n by itself, we're going to divide by the coefficient of 34 on both sides, and we end up with n equals 68 divided by 34 is 2. Another case of a single answer. This means that only that number could be substituted for the n in the original equation to get a true statement. Make sure that you check all of your work, show your work, check your answers before you turn it in, and good luck.